So my attention was drawn to a viral clip of a carer who knocked on the door of a patient that refused her care. And what happened next shocked the internet. But what if I told you this was all for content? This video could have ruined lives and should never have been made in the first place. In this viral video, you could see someone dressed as a carer arguing with a patient who clearly declined her care. What I found weird was this person had set up a camera and was filming this, which was very, very, very weird. That was what, like, oh no, something is wrong here. She was filming even when the supposed patient kept saying, I'll call the police on you. I don't want to see you here. I've told you I don't want to see you here. She just kept on filming. And instead of this carer to leave, she just became confrontational. So the patient came out, or the supposed patient came out and asked her to go. But this lady or this carer kept saying that, don't touch me. Don't touch me. If you push me, I'll push you back. If you push me, I'll push you back. And she just was mocking the client, asked her to call the police, that she's not scared, that she's waiting for the police. And there was absolutely no compassion, no professionalism at all. In my mind, I was like, this cannot be real. All right. I will not be able to put like the entire video because of copyright issues. If I can, I will just show you just a snippet of the video, or I will just put a screenshot of this video I'm talking about and what happened after so that you see where I am coming from. If you have watched up to this point and you've not subscribed, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any video from this channel. I appreciate all my returning subscribers for coming back, and for those that are new here, I'm glad to have you. Welcome to my channel. Now, let me say that this video I'm making, even when I found out that it was all for content, which I have concerns about it, which we'll get to know in this video, I am making it for educational purpose. In case, as a carer or as a healthcare staff, you find yourself in a similar situation, because this is very weird. I just cannot wrap my head around it.
You not to come back. I told you not to come back.
But you
Go,
don't
go.
You are putting your hand on me. You don't have
Go.
to do that. You don't have to do that. Please go inside. Please go inside.
Go.
If you push me, I'll push you back. If you push me,
Go.
I'll push
Go.
you back. I've
Go,
told you.
Go.
Stop.
I'm gonna call the police.
Why would you call the police? What did I do? You
I'm
want
gonna
to
call the police.
Why do you want to call the police for what? This woman is crazy. Why do you
Now, this video went viral really quickly. This content creator, I used to follow her on TikTok actually, and she has hundreds of thousands of followers, if I'm not mistaken. Her video went viral really quickly. You know how bad news can spread. And the backlash on the internet was, Jesus, it's not even something I want to talk about. But if I'm able, I'll show you like some of the comments that people made on that video, which is the damage I am talking about that video did. As at the time of making this video, her TikTok account has been deleted. Well, I don't know if it's held somewhere and will be restored. I don't know, but the account was removed from TikTok. She has a backup account anyway, and I'll tell you what she's doing with that backup account. People were saying things like, these are the kind of people you leave your vulnerable family members to, and it was just all very comments that are quite reasonable when you watch this clip I'm talking about. It is a normal reaction for people to actually react in that way. But what damage was this doing to the wider people, to people who actually care, to people who actually into healthcare and are not doing this? This new account that she opened, I could see the patient and herself saying that it was content, that she's her friend, and they were just making videos, and that the lady makes videos as well. Like, that is another weird thing. And of all things in the world to make content out of, you decided to make mockery of people who are genuinely caring for vulnerable people and putting everybody that is an immigrant, if I would say, on a tight corner. Already, there's a lot of trust issues, if we are being very honest. And then, of all things in the world to think of, you've run out of content to an extent that you would have to make this kind of content. Now, the truth is, even when she came out on her second backup channel to disclaim that this was content, people in her comment section don't believe her. People on TikTok that have posted either the audio of it because she's busy telling people she's going to claim copyright if you post her video, they don't believe it. And they have asked that the police should investigate this. She says she's not a carer and the lady's not a patient. She's not vulnerable at all. She's just her friend. Why? Tell me why. Why would you do that? It's not fair to every other person that is genuinely working as a carer. Why would you do that? This video just spits in the face of every single person out there that is an immigrant and that is caring genuinely for people. It absolutely does not make sense. And no matter the amount of money you think you're making from the internet, it is not enough to put people in bad light. It's not enough. It's just not worth it at all. The video is feeding stereotypes. It's just handing ammunition to people who already distrust immigrants as carers. I see it as reckless, absolutely reckless and dangerous. Nobody believes her, to be honest. Even when she had the patient, or I don't know, I keep calling her patient because for me that was how I saw her. The patient say, "Oh, she's my friend," and well, even the lady herself was sounding funny. It was difficult for me to even believe this patient. And things can turn around really quickly. This person you think is your friend can turn around to say you coerced her into saying so. Why would anybody be that reckless? Now, for the key takeaway, if you're a carer or you're into healthcare, be it in the hospital, be it as a domiciliary carer or in resident homes, care homes, wherever you're situated, if a carer if a patient or a client or a resident, however they are called, refuses care, please respect their wishes. Do not argue. Do not film. Do not retaliate. The only time that reasonable force is allowed is if this person is actually trying to harm you and your response is actually equal or proportionate to the force that is coming from the other side, which is the patient. And how do you even measure that? You don't put yourself in a situation where you have to say, okay, I used reasonable force, or this person was trying to either harm me with something, and how would you measure the proportionality? Just remove yourself from the situation. Report the refusal to your manager. If this were a real life situation, if you've tapped on the door and the patient say go, I don't want to hear, I told you I don't want to hear, I'll call the police. You have tried to speak with this patient and she is insisting. Document it. Write it down. I don't know if, well, sometimes the books could be in the patient's house. If it's in the hospital, the books are at your beck and call. You document that this patient refused care. Make sure your manager is aware of it and remove yourself from the situation until everything has been sorted out. Do not force care on somebody. A patient has the right to refuse your care. If it's a dementia patient, somebody that does not have a lot of capacity, you can just give the person space. If the patient may be going through a moment, give them time to settle down, come back later. If the person still refuses, move away from that. Let somebody else take care of that patient. Things can go wrong really, really quickly. Do not ever stay to argue with somebody and start ranting. What, like, at no point should anybody lose their professionalism because a patient is either being rude to you. At no point. Your dignity is your protection. Now there are a lot of online learnings. Online, for most of the health establishments, they have online learning that you must do and physical training that you must have, where you are taught all of these things, especially even if it doesn't even matter if you've been in this country all your life, you were born here or you came from elsewhere. Every single person has to mandatorily go through these trainings. It is not just a waste of your time. Read through every single thing because you don't know a day when you will come across a situation that you will need to act professionally and you don't even have an idea what to do. Patients are vulnerable. They need to be treated with dignity and respect. Anybody that has been admitted to hospital automatically vulnerable. And you have to know that first of all, they are unwell. If somebody refuses your care, don't take it personal. Don't think that, oh, this person hates me. if they are well, they won't be in the hospital or in the first place. Do you understand? Honestly, this video left a bad taste in my mouth, and I don't know if I'm the only one. I don't know, because after the whole of that situation, she went to her car and was saying, "I'm sitting here and I'm waiting for the police to come and take me." Imagine the height of it. That was just the height of it. Let us not allow dangerous content culture to blur the lines between real care and fake drama. If you're a carer, a patient, or somebody who cares about how vulnerable people are treated, leave a comment below and tell me what you think about this, because I don't find it funny at all. And please, let's share this video. Let's protect the image of real carers. Let's protect the image of people who cannot protect themselves. To all carers, don't ever forget to be professional at all times. Patients are not your friends. That is not to say you shouldn't be friendly, but respect professional boundaries. See you in my next one. Bye for now.